think that working in brand gives me a unique opportunity to talk about what's changing in data. You're sellers, I'm a creative, what do I know? Before I was a corporate creative, I was actually a lab rat. I worked and I studied market research. I built 2 of my own experiments within academia, qualitative and quantitative. I worked for NDA-protected brands to uncover market insights. My background's in consumer psychology, so I'm all about the data. But the only thing I love more than data is my mama. And that's because I was a sales kid. I grew up in the bullpen. My mom was a sales director, but she was also a single mom. And so when she would pick me up from daycare, we wouldn't go home. We'd go to the sales floor. My Barbies argued about commission. I could tell the difference between a good quarter and a bad quarter, even as a baby. Winning was really, really important. It shaped and provided a lot of structure and texture to my life. And now that I'm a grown-up, and I have the background that I do, I want to contribute to more sales wins. And I want to be really, really good at it. So that's why I'm drawn to the data. Outreach Insights Group. It's our internal proprietary research entity. We combine Outreach's data, our content, our product and creative teams to uncover novel insights, both within the platform and within the market. We use real data within the Outreach platform to demonstrate that ebb and flow of the world of revenue. But we also step out into that big go-to-market marketplace for a more complete picture of the state of sales execution, and that's sometimes without the Outreach advantage. Anyone recognize a report that they've read? None of you? Oh, that one hurt my feelings. And also doesn't match what the data is telling us. We know that a lot of the content that the Outreach Insight Group produces is better on average than getting attention. So when Angela was talking about it's time to step into the lab, a lot of you are already there. So we've done the Touchpoint Tango, the Prospecting 25 report, the Icebox, all about cold comms. You've Got Mail, and our Sales 24 report. But as we were heading into Unleash, we wanted to revisit the Sales 24 report. We wanted to see how much has changed over the course of a single year. So we asked the same questions to an anonymous audience of 500, but we added in a few more questions because a lot has changed in the past 365 days, at least for selling. I think for everyone. So I'm going to show you what we found in the market, but then we're also going to compare it to you. We have our Outreach platform data within here. Don't panic. It's all anonymized. Privacy is very, very important to us. But you can see how Outreach users are pacing with the market, where they're outpacing them, and where they could use the product can provide that oomph. All right, let's dig in. First things first, sales cycles are steadily becoming longer. This is market data. Our largest subset is reporting about 1 to 2 quarters to close. And we're not really loving the look of that, because fresh Outreach platform data shows that be really dangerous. Within the platform, opportunities closed within 50 days have a 47% win rate. Time can be deadly. And that 47% is much higher than what we're seeing in the market data. In the Sales 25 report, our largest subset is reporting a 21 to 25% win rate within their primary segment. But last year, they're reporting a 31 to 41% win rate within their primary segment. So sales cycles are getting longer, and it's getting harder to win. But that's for them. It may not be for you. Because you use Outreach. That 50-day marker makes a really big difference. Once day 51 comes, your opportunity to win could as much as halve. But again, you don't have to worry about that because you use Outreach. This slide just, isn't it so pretty? It's because it's about the Kaya effect. We first measured the Kaya effect way back in the Touchpoint Tango. Using Kaya during a call was moving deals 19% faster and boosting win rates by 41%. And when time is doing what it's doing right now, that makes a really big difference. But in this specific climate, the one that's happening underneath your feet right now, Kaya is shaving 11 days off of sales cycles on average. Josh and Marcus from PushPay and Resi, they called, what was it, Kaya's existence was a bicycle with no pedals. They're not just being poetic, it wasn't a metaphor. The data is showing that what they're experiencing is correct. All right, what's taken so long? Last year, opportunity management was the top source of rep struggle. But the sentiment wasn't shared totally universally. When we zeroed in on just sales staff, they cited hosting and managing sales calls as a top struggle, which makes sense. I mean, they have differing priorities. But that's kind of changed this year. This year, lead qualification was the overall top struggle, and it was shared pretty consistently across the different personas that we asked. But this also doesn't really surprise us because in the Prospecting 25 data, which is also market data, identifying quality leads and contacts was cited as a top area of struggle for AEs and SDRs. But in Sales 25, hosting and managing those sales calls, what they were really worried about last year, is becoming less concerning for everyone, and that's really good news. This is signaling an overall shift towards early stage pipeline challenges, Even if you're finding better quality leads with, say, the AI revenue agent, your sellers are becoming more confident in how they connect past qualification. And this is really valuable, especially when we look at bigger deals. This was another phenomenon that we first kind of saw within the Touchpoint Tango, that calls make the difference in deals below 10K, and meetings make the difference in deals above 10K. If you're going to take pictures, this is my good side. 10K. And a reanalysis just kind of confirmed that. Those two tend to be the most powerful elements. But here's where that's getting kind of sticky. When we turn back to the market data in the Prospecting 25 report, the majority were reporting that getting a prospect to answer the phone as the greatest challenge to cold calling, which kind of feels like a tale as old as time. But again, you don't have to worry about that because you use outreach. We're throwing it back to the Icebox data. This is platform data. In the Icebox, we found that it takes roughly 5 touches to get in touch with any given contact. That's hot, cold, lukewarm, year-old, what doesn't matter. It's going to take you roughly about 5. But just 7 to engage a contact in cold comms. That's not that much more. You can make 2 more calls. You can send 2 more emails. I know we got some cold call royalty in here if Amanda Lockwood is afoot. And depending on your prospect's department and industry, it could be as few as 3. So outreach users don't have to worry about that in the same way that the market is. All right, let's talk about deals above 10K. We're back in platform data. Meetings are the differentiator. Opportunities that include meetings see a distinct lift in win rate and deal cycles that are 32 days shorter. What would you do with an extra month in the quarter? Meetings are the personal touch and connection that really makes the difference, especially when it comes to winning big, reminding us that trust is still king. It was something that we saw back in the Tango, that people wanted to connect. They wanted to see you when it came to making that big risk of a deal that large. Your ability to connect with prolonged, meaningful contact, those meetings, can increase your win rates and shorten your sales cycles. They want to see from you, they want your time, and they want your attention. And when you pair your personal spark, or what you bring to those meetings, with tools like Kaya and the AI revenue agent and the rest of the outreach platform, you could really become unstoppable, because just your personal touch is breaking through a lot of the noise. All right, back in the Icebox, platform data. What we uncovered was that customized emails have 10% higher open rates when compared to regular templates, and more than double reply rates when compared to the standard industry benchmark. Standard benchmark. That's the power of combining tech and human. That's what Abhijit was talking about yesterday. This is the teamwork. And now that the agent can personalize on your behalf, can help you scale your ability to connect, that's what can make a huge difference. In the Prospecting 25 report, market data, respondents were reporting their AI SDRs as effective, time-saving, and pipeline generating. That's cool. People are adopting it and getting what it is they need. It's what you're able to do with AI that makes it effective and worth implementing. When our own sellers use the revenue agent in our internal alpha, they went from spending 20 minutes on personalization to just 2. So they're 10x their sales productivity. Scaling that connection, being able to make more of yourself, that's what can really change in this market. But I do want to warn you, market data, we're back there. Just because AI satisfaction is up doesn't mean that you should pass the buck for everything, and especially when it comes to coaching. Compared to 2024, fewer respondents are citing enablement and training and call recording and review in their coaching stack. But it's also probably not much of a coincidence that fewer respondents are citing coaching as highly effective, and that backtracking coaching could really come at a cost. I just really hate to hear that there's less call recording and review because of more of the Kaya effect. When Kaya joins meetings on opportunities above 50K, she brings her coaching and summaries with her. That's something that the data team really wanted me to emphasize, her ability to coach and summarize. And those win rates are seen to be at least 10 percentage points higher when your sellers can get that assistance, and you can connect and coach better to one another. We're measuring the impact of AI partnership, specifically how partnership can make the difference, how outreach partnership can make the difference in a market as tough as this one. This is just a sneak peek of some of the questions in the Sales 25 report. I see my timer, my stage time is just not that long. And you can expect the full report this summer. The beauty of the outreach platform is that it's always on. So it's not that we're always watching, it's that we're always looking to improve. We want to help you navigate this market and make sure that the product is doing what it's supposed to. We're keeping tabs so we can ensure that you win more often. Thank you.